Yo, what is up, you guys? How you guys doing today? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to remove and clean your EGR valve on your 95 to 2001 Toyota Camry. I'm pretty sure it's 95 to 2001. But this is the reason why I'm going to be cleaning the EGR on my car. So start the car up. I'm going to let it idle down a little bit. The belt's squeaking. I need to fix that as well. Okay, so this is the reason why I want to clean out my EGR. The car will not rev past 2,000 RPMs. So that right there could actually be a lot of reasons why. I heard transmission issues can cause that, limp mode. Your car could need a tune-up. It could be the EGR, it could be the intake. It could be all sorts of problems. And I'm pretty sure this right here is the EGR valve. It kind of looks like it is. So what we're going to do is go ahead and pop off this connector right here. We're going to take off the top piece of this, and we're going to try to take the whole piece off and clean it out. I'm pretty sure it's built up with carbon deposits. This car only has 174,000 miles on it. Instead of trying to take this off right here, because this whole thing is connected to all this right here and it goes on the back of the intake, so I'm going to take the entire thing off. I'm pretty sure it needs to be cleaned out anyway, and because this is rusted, I do have some paint in the car, so we're going to freshen it up. So these are 10mm bolts all the way around. There's two right here, there's two on the back side, there's one down here. There's also a sensor right here that's plugged in that I just now realized. So just unclip that. So right here is the sensor. You just need to unclip it. Alright, so the next two, you can't really see them back here, but you can definitely feel them. So they're there, just follow the pipe. So I was trying to take the last one out on the back side. This little bar right here was in the way. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but it's just this little, I'm guessing it's a strut bar to help support the back of the intake. It's a 12mm socket. Just get a ratchet on there, take it off. This thing not moving. Just push it up against the intake, and then get the socket, and then get you a long 10mm socket like that. Put it in there, or you can get an extension, like a little small one, and take it out. And that should be all of the bolts. Still gotta take off the hoses and the clamp right here. So you really have to force that down and then pull it out. Don't pull it out by the wires, pull it out by the head unit itself. So just squeeze the crap out of this and pull it out. And then you got this right here, just plugs from there, pull it out from here, and I'm assuming it's going to just come straight out. There is a pipe that is connected to it as well, but yeah, also don't forget to unclip this right here. So it's right here, it's like an oxygen sensor, if you guys can see that right there. So don't forget to unclip that, or you're going to have to buy a new one. So this should just come straight on out. There is a gasket. Yep, okay, it's a metal gasket, so I think it might be reusable. I don't know what this pipe goes to down here. I don't know how to disconnect it from the EGR. There's another gasket that I'm feeling. So you got two gaskets. Make sure that you don't mix those up. Okay, it comes off. There's two studs on the bottom, so you don't have to take the pipe off on the back. So let me go ahead and get this thing out real quick. So I just found out that you have to take off the throttle body, because you can't get the EGR out because this right here. So take this off, be careful with it. You don't want this thing to come loose. Another 12mm, there's 4 bolts. You take them out, pull this off, and well, that should be all. Okay, so once you get the 4 bolts, there's 2 bolts and 2 nuts. 2 nuts on the bottom, 2 bolts on the top. Once you get those taken out, you should just be able to pull this back a little bit. And I'm only going to move it a little bit. I'm going to go ahead, remove the EGR. So if you have a hose that is stuck on, like this right here, best thing to do is grab you some pliers, grab a hold of it really gently, like just twist it back and forth. What that does, it just breaks up all the connection between the metal and the rubber and all that stuff. and then you can just pull it right off, just like that. Be careful, because this is plastic. It's not metal like I thought. Plastic. As you guys can tell, this thing is loaded with carbon. I mean, it's not really all that bad, but it's still not really the greatest. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this off right here. I think it's 8mm bolts. I could be wrong. And I'm gonna take this off. Hopefully there's no springs behind that. And then I want to see if I can clean this out. The best way to clean this is with oven cleaner. So just spray it in the holes, let it soak through, run a hose through it. You might want to take off all electrical devices before you run any type of liquid through it. You can use brake clean, you can use alcohol, just anything that breaks down stuff like this and dries fast. And I think I found out why this thing is causing my car to run like crap. You guys see that? 2020, baby. It's actually 220, but when I first saw it, it looked like 2020. Okay, so here we go. I got some alcohol. I'm gonna spray it in this tube right here. This is gonna be nasty when I go to pour it out, if it even goes out. Uh-oh. It's not coming out. There it goes. I just poured out, but it came out top again. So there must be something clogged up in there. Let me go ahead and spray this bottom part out. Ooh, smells like a hospital out here. Go ahead and rough this up a little bit. Alright, now let's pour this out. See how nasty it is. Not really all that nasty. Maybe it's not even working. Alright, you guys, so I scrubbed out it. I took the wire brush inside of here, cleaned it up a little bit. So if you live in America and you're watching this video, then you probably own a gun. And if you probably own a gun, then you should probably also own a gun cleaning kit, because nobody wants a dirty pistol, and you especially don't want a hot pistol. So the best thing I can say is grab you a gun cleaning kit and clean this barrel out. So let's fill this thing up and watch the nasty poop water, baby. There's a lot of it in there. So I don't think that the EGR being clogged up is going to cause the car to do this, because I actually ran my 91 Honda Accord without an EGR. I actually blocked it off with a cardboard box from Little Caesars Pizza, but it ran just fine. But I have a few other ideas of why I think that this car won't rev past 2,000 RPMs. So I'm going to put this back on the car, and if it doesn't solve the issue, then I have more videos that I'm going to film for you guys. Instead of putting it all in one video so I don't confuse you guys, I'm going to record one at a time. So let me get this thing cleaned up, painted, and put it back on the car and see what happens. Alright, you guys, so I got this thing painted in. It looks really good. So I was actually going to paint it blue. Then I was actually thinking about painting it the same color as my calipers, which is orange. But I opted to go with the same color as my wheels, so that way it looks OEM, brand new. I can tell people it's brand new, even though we all know it's not. I'm also probably going to be taking off the throttle body and cleaning it in another video. And in the future, if I still own this car, I'm possibly going to take off the intake manifold and cleaning that as well, because I was cleaning this up right here, and there is a lot of carbon buildup inside of that intake right there. So yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, because next video I'm going to be doing is the throttle body. So it's going to be right after this. I'm going to put the EGR back on. I'm going to take out the throttle body. So let's go ahead and put this thing on real quick. And that right there is how you take off an EGR valve, clean it, and put it right back on. So I know I didn't show the installation part, because it's the exact opposite of taking it off. It's kind of difficult putting it back on, because you have to find this pipe right here that the EGR attaches to, and you have to bolt it all together. Now in the future, I'm probably going to take that pipe off and clean it out, because that could be a problem as well. but I got everything put back together. Now let's start the car up and see if that fixed it a little bit. All right, you guys, see if we did it. Let this thing go down a little bit. I hate that belt squeak. I'm gonna have to fix that next. Okay, so here we go. Nope, didn't fix it. Alright, so that is all that I have for this video. If you guys did like it, be sure to leave a big old fat thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Like this video. Comment down below what you guys think it could be. I do have more ideas of what it could be, so make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, because we're going to figure out why this car won't rev past 2,000 RPMs, and we're potentially going to fix it. So that is all that I have for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
If you're not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ, I want you to share this video. Jesus said, go preach the gospel to all creation. Souls are going to go to hell if we don't spread the gospel. You sharing this video can literally get the gospel to somebody and save their soul from eternal damnation. The Bible says that if you believe in your heart and confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord, you will be saved. So right now, I offer to you the free gift of salvation. Believe in your heart and pray this prayer out loud right now with me if you want salvation. Say, dear Lord Jesus, please forgive me for my sins. I believe that you died for me on the cross and rose from the dead 3 days later. If you prayed that prayer, comment saved. Use this sound. Make your own video. Make the gospel go viral.